So I can pay the student cost for the Baleful Mastery, get rid of the Trelasara, and then play the March for 4, only Righteous Valkyrie. And we gain 4 life. And that is a good turn for us.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gnome here, and today we're checking out Athreos Shroud-Veiled. Now, Athreos is a pretty old commander. When it first came out, I wanted to build it, and I just never got around to it, and it kind of was always on the back burner because more things kept coming out, but it seemed always like an interesting build around to me. Orzhov is usually something that I don't build around just because of the synergies that Orzhov has. It's really hard to win in the queue at the moment, especially with all the blue things going around the format. There's not a lot of stuff in Orzhov that say the spell can't be countered. The only thing I think I could find was Thought Distortion. Thought Distortion is really in here just for those matchups, those Rusko matchups, Izzet matchups, mono blue matchups. And basically the goal of the deck is to just try to get Athreos out and then get value from putting coin counters onto their creatures or putting coin counters on your creatures. And if Athreos stays around long enough, you can just get coin counters on everything and then wipe the board with Cleansing Nova, Crux of Fate, or any other board wipes in the deck. Great thing about Athreos is you can also get those creatures even if they are exiled in any way. So Swords of Plowshares in the deck, Baleful Mastery, Kaya the Inexorable. Well, those are great cards. As far as the rest of the deck goes, I put a lot of removal in the deck, a lot of ramp so we can get up to 6 mana, because 6 mana is pretty steep for a commander, and some creatures that we would love to get back when Athreos is on the field, because they're either big targets or they're just good creatures to get back over and over again. Sheoldred and Elish Norn, of course, Massacre Worm, Burning Rune Demon, Junji, Gaunty, Rankle, Ravenous Chupacabra. Basilica Bellhaunt is in here for the Devotion, Skyclave Apparition. They're just the creatures that you would usually see in a black-white deck. That's pretty much the gist of the deck. You win by pretty much overwhelming your opponents when Athreos comes online, thanks to his Devotion triggering when you have things like Massacre Worm out. The deck is pretty fun for an Orzhov deck, and I think you'll like it. So if you guys like the deck, if you guys like the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you guys want to build an Athreos paper deck, hit the TCG Player affiliate link down below. And if you guys really want to help out the channel, consider hitting that donation link down below. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let's see how the deck does, shall we?
Okay, we go first against Radok Tal-Zilat. Radek, I'm sorry. Night Tribal, Hexproof from black and from white. This is like the worst matchup. We're not going to be able to do shit against this commander. What is it though? It's a 4/4/2. We won't be able to target it with anything. That's the bad thing. As far as his hand goes, his hand is kind of terrible as well. Let's mulligan that. Ah, this is pretty good. So we can't hit the Radek with the Kaya, which is unfortunate. This is going to be a bad matchup, I can already tell. Let's do it. We're going to play Smothering Tide turn 2. Give us that sweet, sweet treasure. Yeah, boy. They can't even pay the 2 on turn 2 if we go first. Free treasure. Pretty nice, if I do must say so myself. Do you pay the 2? I didn't think so. History of Benalia. Really good in a Night Tribal deck. Do we get Athreos down now? No, let's just get Kaya down, because we can exile the History of Benalia so he doesn't get as many knights. And they're tokens too, so having just more tokens on the field would just be annoying. Okay, well, it's a good thing we did, we did hit the History of Benalia. It doesn't matter if he swings, we just block it. It's Field of Ruin. I'm gonna play Athreos. So the bad thing about Swords of Plowshares is that we can't hit Radek with it. It's the only bad thing. So we have to hit their other creatures, which they make a ton of creatures because Radek's ability. Coalition Construct. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. It's the chosen type in addition to those other types. Enters the battlefield, other creatures you control the chosen type and creature cards of that type in your hand perpetually get +1/+1. So all his spells get bigger, pretty much. My turn. Now we're just drawing land. I guess that's fair. Virulent Plague. Now I get it. Well, it makes their knights weaker. Let's put it on the Coalition Construct. Not that I care about tribal creatures anyway, but just be nice to have a creature on our side of the field. Sheoldred. Well, sir, I'm going to thank you for giving me that. Another land. Stop on the instep. Put the coin counter on Sheoldred. And exile it. Pretty sure they got some removal. Swords of Plowshares, Athreos. Okay. Put it into the command zone. And we have plenty of mana to actually play Athreos, though. Opponent's getting mana screwed hard. Like, really hard. Let's play Athreos. We'll play Black Market Connections. This will draw some cards. Let's swing. We draw a card from the Morbid Opportunist. Put it on the Sheoldred. This is what it's like. Our opponent's getting mana screwed though, so it could be something, but he's not playing his commander though. He could have. I'm not gonna create a shapeshifter creature token because it'll just die when it comes into the battlefield. Basilica Bellhunt, we'll make him discard. We'll gain some life. We'll also play the Esper Sentinel. The Wandering Emperor. We can get rid of that with the Despark though. You can activate at instant speed though, right? Yeah, you can.
This is what you get for hurting.
Yeah, we just get rid of it. That's fine. There's no use saving those spells anyway because we can't target Radic with it anyway. I don't know why he's not playing the commander though. I guess because he won't be attacking anyway into our board state. So there's really no point. Okay. Creature and land cards? I have none. Alright. Let's make a treasure, draw a card. Let's play Athreos. Yeah, let's just hold back. Put a counter on the Lurrus. Here comes Radic. Hexproof from white, hexproof from black. Is he gonna attack? He kinda has to, doesn't he? Yeah, because he could just bring that back. So you know what? I'm not gonna let it die. I'm just gonna let it hit us. Because then we can put a counter on it. Alright, make a token, draw a card. Let's put it on black. Do we have anything in the graveyard we can get with Lurrus? No. So we go to end step. Put this on the dude there. Yeah, we'll pass turn. We got all this mana with nothing to do with it. We have stuff. We could actually wipe. We can wipe their board, but I kind of hoping to get a Blood Artist or something. Yeah, that's gonna be game. There was really no way of him getting out of this, even though he had hexproof from white and black. We could have still destroyed the Radic with the Day of Judgment, and I think he just fell behind too far to really come back, and especially in a deck like Radic where you need to attack. You just can't attack into a 4/7 and a 4/5. Not with your tiny weenie knights anyway. GG's. Okay, we're playing Trelasara, Moondancer. Life gain deck. Pretty good hand, let's keep it. Got 2 removal spells, Virulent Plague if they're trying to play a couple tokens. Virulent Plague handles that. You mulligan down to 6. Alright, let's play Arcane Signet. Probably play Trelasara here. We can remove it really easily with the Skyclave. Yeah, let's do it with the Skyclave. I was thinking about Baleful Mastering it because we don't want them to have that token, but the token dies from the Virulent Plague anyway. Oh, but he doesn't leave it. He doesn't leave it under the Skyclave anyway, so he doesn't get the token. So we can Baleful Mastery that. The Valkyrie. Unless I want to wait. I probably should have actually waited. Okay, we get a land. So I can play Athreos and then the next turn play Baleful Mastery on the Righteous Valkyrie. So that way we get the Righteous Valkyrie. Oh, ECD. That's so good. Let's put it on the Valkyrie. Borrowed Time. Athreos? I could ECD that. No, we'll decline. We'll let it hit. So let's ECD. So we get our Athreos back. Play our land for turn. Thanks, buddy. And we'll swing. So Trelasara, Lifelink, Vigilance, Flying. We could Baleful Mastery that. So I can pay the Student Clause for the Baleful Mastery, get rid of the Trelasara. And then play the March for 4 on the Righteous Valkyrie. And we gain 4 life. And that is a good turn for us. Let's put it on the Valkyrie again. Trelasara comes out again. ECD fizzles. We'll play the Plague. Oh, didn't want to crew. Meant to actually draw a card. Burning Rune Demon. It's a pretty sweet card. Let's hold Skyclave back. The coin counter on the commander doesn't really matter because they'll just put it into the command zone and we don't get the card. But it's the only creature I could put on. Light of Promise. It's a pretty good card. Okay, let's Burning Rune Demon. Let's go get some sweet cards. Yeah, that's gonna be game. We controlled them early and that was enough to make them fold. It's a good showing of the deck, really good showing. GG's. Okay, we're up against Joda. Why are we going up against cards like Joda? Athreos is not tier 0, man, I tell you that much. Joda is tier 0. Joda's super powerful. I don't get it. At least we go first, so it's a positive point. Put Mind Stone out. The only advantage we have is that we're black-white, so we have plenty of removal. The only thing is that Joda is just so powerful. Things just get out of hand so quickly. Because there's multiple things you have to worry about, especially in a 5-color deck. That's Painful Bond. Leon on the Veil's not bad. Let's throw out our Athreos. We get it out now, get it out early. That way we can play our creatures and then put coin counters on them. Cartographer's Survey. So he's ramping up, gearing up for his turn. I think I want a Burning Rune Demon. Or do I want a Liliana of the Veil? Let's Burning Rune Demon. Let's play the big boys early. So let's... I'm going to get 2 board wipes. It's the best thing we can do in a situation like this. We could also get Thought Distortion. Because Joda says... Does it have to be creatures? A legendary spell. So it doesn't even have to be... Maybe we can hit him with the Thought Distortion. Maybe he doesn't want that to get... If he gives that to us, then he has a bunch of creatures in his hand. Maybe I should have just got 2 board wipes. Ooh, he doesn't want us to have the Thought Distortion. Very interesting. So he plays Joda now. Oh, Prismatic Bridge. That is not a card I want to see. That is scary. Let's get rid of a white source. Have him discard. We can see what he's working with. Anointed Procession. Oh boy, what's going to be coming out of this Prismatic Bridge? Jacob Halkett, okay. That's not that bad, but he can... Oh no, he can't tap it this turn. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. He knows we have the Day of Judgment though, so he might be cautious about what he plays. And he might just make us use this Day of Judgment early. Which I kind of maybe want to use the Day of Judgment. We can get the Jacob Halkett with the Junji ability. And we get Junji back and Burning Rune Demon back. We can go get back something that we really need to with Burning Rune Demon. So it's not all bad. We can go get something like ECD, Elspeth Conquers Death, or Cleansing Nova to destroy all enchantments and artifacts. Or get ECD to deal with the Prismatic Bridge. That actually might be what I do next turn. We'll see. Comes Joda. He can play a 3 mana legendary spell. No, but he'll just... Ooh. Okay, so we get rid of the Joda. And then we -2. Make him sack the Jacob.
Off you go.
Do a ton of damage to him. And we go from there. Kethis. That's good for him. Legendary spells he casts cost 1 less to cast. Questing Beast. That is a beast of a card. So he could just hold up counter magic. Let's draw a card with the Mind Stone. Ooh, Baleful Mastery. Let's use that on the Questing Beast. Ah. Ah. Karn's Temporal Sundering. That's really bad for us because now the coin counters don't mean anything. Urtai. Just when I thought we were gonna beat a Joda deck, now we might lose. All because of the Prismatic Bridge shenanigans. Put target non-dragon creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. We have nothing. We're gonna make them discard 2 cards. And lose 2 life. Although he could just be playing with the Kethis, right? Hey, you're the one that wanted to destroy the Junji. I don't know why you wanted to destroy the Junji, but you did. And now you have to discard 2 cards. You have to figure out what you want to discard. Because you were so happy about playing your cards, now you're not going to play them. He's like, damn, what do I want to get rid of? Sylvala and Fabro Elder. You have enough mana right here. You don't need those 2. I guess Fabro Elder would be nice because you have the Prismatic Bridge already. Key to the Archive. Doesn't matter what he gets because he's going to have to discard it anyway. Time Warp. Don't know what you're doing, opponent. I don't know what your turn was about, but let's see if he can... He really can't do anything. Yeah, he can't do anything because he needs legendary cards in his graveyard. So we hit him from above. GG's. GG's. We beat the Joda deck. Let's go. Okay, we're up against Shauna. Purifying Blade. Life gain draw deck. What more can you want from a commander? I don't know about this hand though. We do go first. Let's keep it. Let's play our tempo first. Elishnorn, go to the bottom of the deck, please. Play our swamp. If you guys hear burping, that's my son. Nykthos, we didn't draw a land. We're in panic mode. We're in panic mode, everybody.
Haven't you ever?
You play Shauna here? Okay, good. I hope we draw a land. Oh, we don't. That's so bad.
You won't be.
If we drew a land, we could have played the Chupacabra and destroyed the Shauna, but he'd be behind. Let's get rid of the Cleansing Nova. Yeah. Gets rid of the op. That sucks, man. We didn't draw a land. I was really banking on that.
When I'm not wanted.
Well, we now know he has a 5 mana cost card in his hand. Oh, this is not what we want. This would have been a great... This would have been a great hand had we just gotten our land. I just need one land. One untapped land, please. Thank you. Day of Judgment. And we're still hurting for lands here. Broker's Ascendancy. Pretty sweet card. Plaza of Heroes. It's a really good land. Let's play the Phyrexian Arena. Or do we want to play Junji? Do we want to play... He does have 2 mana up, so I'm worried about that. Play the Phyrexian Arena. That gives us some devotion towards black for Nykthos. And it also helps us draw some cards. Aura's Epiphany. Puts 1 counters on the birds. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. What just happened?
Nobody knows the past.
We are in trouble now. We are really in trouble. Let's do the Chupacabra. No, I wanted to use another. I wanted to play Agonizing Remorse. That's why you always manually tap. Now I'm really wishing I didn't throw away the Cleansing Nova. I should have thrown away the Day of Judgment, to be honest. Not the Silverback Elder. What just happened to our matchup? We were good. You know what? We didn't draw into our lands. That's what happened. That's what happened. I could have played Agonizing Remorse, could have got rid of something. Crux of Fate's pretty good. We'll do that. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. That saves us a little bit of time. Maybe not much though. Because Teferi's going off. One with the multiverse is still here. Shauna's here now. Teferi who slows the sunset. I don't know how he managed to just get all this on the field so quickly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's got counter magic up. Let's see. Revitalize. Like it really matters. That was like crazy. Okay, we're up against a fellow Orzhov player. I like the Day of Judgment in this matchup. Against Nalia Dearnis. It's a party commander. So they're looking to get a big board. So I like this hand. Hopefully we can draw to some land. We just need one land. There we go. We could play the Chromatic Lantern. Kind of fix our mana. And then set us up from there. Twin Blade Geist with Double Strike. 2 damage every turn. And it is a warrior. He has 1 creature for his party already. Mind Stone. Well, this is a cleric. Turn 3 already has 2 creatures. Yep, let's just ramp, man. We have to ramp. We can play Day of Judgment next turn. If he decides to play his commander, decides to get his creatures out, Day of Judgment will help. Kind of slow down the onslaught here. So once he plays his commander next turn, he'll have a full party. But I'm thinking about just playing Day of Judgment here. That'll really slow things down for him. Let's do that. That way he has to rebuild his party board. And that's going to be game. That's enough to do it. That's all it took, was just 1 board wipe. We were just playing our game, man. GG's. Okay, we're up against Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief. This is a really good commander. Really powerful one at that. No white source. I think I like to have the white source. So we could play the Esper Sentinel, start drawing cards. We also have Cleansing Nova and Helios Intervention in hand, so not having a white source of any kind would make these unplayable for a while, I think. So let's mulligan. This isn't too bad, I guess. It's kind of similar to the last hand, but at least we have both colors. Esper Sentinel is also good in this matchup since they want to play a lot of instants and sorceries or enchantments and stuff and the like. I was kind of hoping we draw a black source, so that way we can play this Sign in Blood here. Here comes Ivy. He's lucky we don't have a removal spell. I'm gonna swing. I'll gladly take the Esper Sentinel trade with the Ivy. Commune with the spirits. What does this do? Look at the top 4, reveal enchantment or land card from among them. Maybe he's hurting on land. I think he is. Set of some training, okay. He's just playing stuff on Ivy, just don't care. Alright. I really don't want to play the Cleansing Nova. Not with a board state like this. Day of Judgment. 2 board wipes? They're making it hard for me not to. Oh, Vesuvian Diplomacy is so good. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's not legendary. That's actually insane. We can get rid of it with the Fracture. But let's see what we get with the Gaunty first. Let's get 10 mil safekeeping. Well, that's probably Fracture on the Vesuvian Diplomacy. I know I wanted to see it go off too, but not today. It's a good card. Something that I would love to see go off, especially in an Ivy deck. With Ivy, you're already making so many crazy plays. Give us the Gaunty back. That's strange. Where is your creatures that you need to put the stuff on to do it with Ivy as well? I'm gonna play Faithful Absence. Blow up the Ivy.
Get rid of all that shenanigans over there that he had. And play Gaunty again. Because he returned it for some reason. Let's get the Cartouche. Cartouche will draw us a card. I don't know what the Ivy deck was trying to accomplish. They played all their stuff on Ivy without having another creature out to play their stuff onto. I think he's playing Ivy wrong. Hey, I'm all for playing the deck how you want to play it. But in my opinion, I totally think you should be playing other creatures. So you can get Ivy's ability, like the most value out of it. Well, looks like I win next turn. I'm gonna not do that. All I have to do is board wipe. If he leaves the Blood Arse on the field. He's still trying to draw cards. He can't do anything with the 4 cards he has in hand. Scuba Nate, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. Arcane Signet. Wow. That'll do it. Arcane Signet is the best card in Arena. Rune of Might draws a card. That does not save you. Wonder if he has a counterspell. Even if he has a counterspell, it doesn't matter. Oh, he has a blocker. Yep, that's GG's. Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to play it. But it was coming. Blood Artist would have triggered on all the creatures dying and he would have lost life. GG's.